It's another day of carrying out normal missions and eliminating wanderers. Detecting faint metaflux fluctuations, I head downtown. I defeat a wanderer that's disguised as a bat on the street. Thankfully, it's just a low-level wanderer. It hadn't caused any trouble yet.
Miss Hunter, you're an amazing fighter!
Out of nowhere, a round auto flies toward me, its screen displaying heart patterns.
I can see you're also very photogenic. You're so agile, striking different poses would be a piece of cake for you. I think you'll be the perfect model for a photo shoot.
This auto is really outgoing. Thank you, but I have to go now. I tap my watch's interface to complete the mission as I turn around. Unexpectedly, the auto follows me.
Miss Hunter, are you single? Or is there someone you take couple photos with?
Huh? Do you think it's okay for a robot like you to ask someone's personal life? Who programmed you to do that? Sweat appears on auto screen.
I'm sorry, I'm not a bad auto. Let me introduce myself. I'm Autofo, a Twinkle Photobooth employee. Our photography studio has just started a couple photo shoot event. The participants' photos will be displayed on the studio's window. We're also doing a poll. The most popular couple photo will win a special prize that's been prepared by us. It even comes with an exclusive Photobooth ambassador frame.
Noticing my lack of response, the autofo displays a teary-eyed expression.
Today is my second day at work. I'm not a good speaker, so I haven't gotten anyone to sign up.
Fine. You've been struggling. I'll participate, okay?
Miss Hunter, leave the rest to us. We'll definitely make a beautiful couple photo for you and your boyfriend.
Autofo's body sparkles with hearts as it happily circles around me. What kind of couple photo will Xavier and I have this time? I'm looking forward to it. After today's photo shoot ends, Xavier and I go home. We weave through the people who just got off work. The streets are alive with traffic. Car taillights and streetlights intertwine in the night, their radiance reflecting off one another to form enchanting circles of light. I didn't expect to take so many photos with flowers as backdrop in winter. I was originally disappointed that I missed the blooming season because of missions.
No wonder you looked so happy when you saw flowers in the background.
Is that so? I remember looking very composed, though. Xavier calmly takes out his phone and opens his photo album. He shows me the last pic he took. It's me standing by the background of a flowering tree during the lighting test. This was before the photo shoot started. When did you take this? I didn't even notice.
I also wanted to test the lighting.
You know how to do photography lighting?
Not really.
He lowers his gaze, corners of his mouth slightly curling up.
But I wanted to see what kind of light could truly capture how you appear in my eyes.
Pausing for a moment, I can't help but poke his cheek. The background wasn't the only thing that made me happy. I thought it was really cute when you and Otto were talking behind a photographer. Xavier takes my finger and meets my gaze.
Want to know what we talked about?
I caught a few words, and it sounded like an ordinary exchange of pleasantries. Am I right?
Otto said you looked great from every angle. I told Otto it has a good eye. Does that count as an ordinary exchange of pleasantries?
I pointed my smiling face on his phone screen. I couldn't keep my grin under control on this one, and we took a lot of photos already. You can delete it.
No.
But my face...
My eyes think this face is very pretty.
After I hear him refuse, I feel like I want to mess around with him. I tickle his neck. While Xavier is distracted, I take his phone with ease.
Don't delete it.
Well, I have the photo. You need to offer something to get it back.
This is the first time I've seen someone hold their own photo hostage.
I'm serious. If you don't play along, I'll delete it. Holding back a smile, Xavier humors me. He puts on a somewhat frightened expression.
Name your terms. What do you want?
Let me take a few photos of you. Then this picture will be returned to its rightful owner. Holding back a laugh, I turn on the camera. I plan to capture Xavier's current expression. Then I realize the area around me is unfamiliar. As I played around with Xavier, I just kept walking with him in front of me. Xavier? Where are we? In front of me stands a slanted glass building where I can faintly see lush, towering trees filling the inside. As I open the door, a faint floral fragrance fills the air and captivates my senses. The branches have flowers on them. They extend past the wall and hang over us.
A conservatory garden.
A gentle breeze passes by, and petals fall around us. At this moment, he takes my hand, a teasing smile on his face.
Since your photo has a floral background, it'd be good if the one I give you has a similar theme, right?
How did you even think of coming here?
So if you want to see them, there will always be ones in full bloom for you to appreciate.
The greenhouse is full of life, completely different from the bleak winter outside. We stand under the blooming tree, silently watching the flowers overhead. Admiring flowers at night has its own charm, huh? But it's better to take photos during the day. We'll have to come back later. Just as I think this, Xavier raises his hand. In his palm, countless small light orbs scatter and illuminate the flowering tree.
With this kind of lighting, the photos shouldn't be too weird.
He nudges one of the light orbs in my direction before standing next to me. He lifts his phone. But the ransom I requested is a photo of you.
A photo with us and a flowering tree in the background is better than a photo of one person.
The orb emits a gentle, hazy light that makes his features appear softer. We already took a bunch of flower-themed photos at the studio. You still want more?
Those are for other people to see. The photos we take tonight are just for us.
Grinning, he looks at me. It's a silent signal for me to face the camera.
1, 2, 3. Jeez.
Since today's photo shoot has ended, Xavier and I are about to head home when we noticed a young couple standing in front of the studio's window.
That pic looks so romantic. Why don't we find some time to take a bunch of photos like this?
I'm not good at striking a pose.
The photographer will guide us. Look how natural their poses are.
I give a meaningful look at Xavier, who's next to me. Did a photographer give us any guidance on our poses? I don't remember. Or was I really into getting my picture taken?
You're not wrong. The photographer was even more engrossed in the photo shoot than we were. I think he forgot about giving us tips about our poses.
Does that mean we're good at taking photos? Xavier looks at me, a faint smile on his face.
It might not just be talent. Those poses came naturally to me because you were there.
During the weekend, while I relaxed at home and played with my phone, I accidentally liked a couple's photo pose. Why am I only seeing couple photos now? I feel like the algorithm is keeping an eye on me. As more and more posts about couple photo poses pop up in my recommendations, I can't help but share a link with Xavier. Xavier doesn't quickly reply like he usually does. Then again, this is the guy who can sleep for a whole day.
Good afternoon.
Standing in the doorway, he holds his phone up and shakes it. I am stunned at the picture on the screen.
I think they're all nice. I can't choose.
He went downstairs just to tell me this?
I think it's better to try out all the poses with you. That's why I'm here.
I look into his eyes and before I know it, my heart races.
Are you busy? If so, we can do it later.
Well, it's not like I have anything better to do right now.
Let's find our favorite poses to use for our next photo shoot then.
Xavier points at a green plant in the living room.
We'll use that as the background for now.
With a serious expression, he studies the picture on his phone. I steal a glance at it. The boy stands with his arms crossed while the girl rests her head on his arm. He's looking at her.
So it's like this?
Xavier stands beside me, crosses his arms, and then pats his biceps a few times.
I'm ready. Come here.
I take a deep breath to calm my beating heart. Mimicking the pose in the picture, I rest my chin on his arm.
Eyes.
Huh? He slightly lifts the arm I'm leaning on. My head is tilted up.
In the picture you sent me, they're looking at each other.
Our gazes meet, and warmth washes over my cheeks.
I like it.
What?
I like this pose.
With our gazes locked onto each other, he suddenly chuckles. He steps back and lowers his arms.
I think I'll like the next one even more, though.
I remember the corresponding picture in the post I linked to him. In that one, the boy looks out the window while the girl hugs him from behind.
We just need to stand by the window for this.
He walks to one of the windows in the living room. His back faces me.
I'm ready.
Xavier, you're giving it your all just for a photo shoot.
If the photo shoot means I get to spend more time with you, then yeah, I'll give it my all.
A faint smile appears on his face.
There are still a few poses that we should try out. Get ready. Today will be another busy day.
After the couple photo shoot is over, Autopose escorts us to the door. Hearts constantly flash all over its body.
Thank you for letting us display your photos for another month. A lot of customers asked about the couple photo shoot after seeing them.
We kept visiting this place several days in a row. Now that it's over, it feels a little weird.
Feel free to come back and take more photos.
Otto, with all this effort you've been putting into sales, your boss should reward you with a hardware upgrade.
Please visit our photography studio more often to help Otto get more memory upgrades.
Xavier turns to glance at the posters on the window and then smiles at me.
If you like it, I'm fine with coming here every day.
Are you trying to get a modeling job by taking photos every day?
I wouldn't mind being your exclusive model if it means we get to take lots of photos together.
Otto will be waiting for you.
After finishing my mission the next day, I find myself wandering into Twinkle photo booth again. All the photos of the couples who participated in the event are displayed on the studio's window. Passers-by stop in their tracks, taking a moment to admire them every now and then.
Hey, check these posters. They look so sweet. I want to take photos like these too when I get a girlfriend.
Honey, let's ask them to see if they can take photos for old people.
Suddenly, a familiar figure appears. Xavier? With a faint smile, Xavier stands behind the passerby who just stopped walking to look at the photo of me and him. The sunlight shines down. The bustling crowd around him has become a background, and he stands in the center. He radiates a captivating glow. Unable to resist, I take out my phone and capture this moment. As if sensing my presence, he looks in my direction. He's momentarily surprised before he grins. What brings you here? He walks up to me, seemingly in a very pleasant mood.
What about you?
I had a mission in this area. I'm just passing by.
The bookstore I go to is in this area. I'm also passing by.
We maintain eye contact before smiling at each other. Then, we look at the photo that belongs to us. Xavier, if we do another photo shoot, do you think we can make something better than this?
Taking photos is like fighting wanderers. The more we do it together, the better our teamwork will be.
Does that mean we'll become regulars who have taken over the display window?
This window will probably become another spot we often pass by.
I show Xavier the photo I just took on my phone. By the way, Xavier, check this out. I know what kind of lighting can truly capture how you appear in my eyes now. With a smile, Xavier pulls out his phone. He finds my lighting test photo before putting his phone next to mine.
We both have it. I don't have to worry about losing the one on my phone.
If you're that concerned, why don't you just print it out and hide it somewhere?
Good idea.
I was joking, but his response surprised me. He grabs my hand and pulls me into the photography studio.
Welcome to Twinkle Photo Booth. Miss Hunter, Mr. Hunter is here too.
Autofo's body lights up with a large smiley face as it happily circles around us.
Can I help you with anything? Or are you here to take more couple photos?
Maybe later.
Otto, can we get photos printed here?
Of course, we accept any format.
Xavier places his phone and mine on the counter.
I want these two printed. Along with the ones we took at the park.
The pictures are printed out. Compared to the images on our phones, the lighting in the physical photos appears to be different. Xavier, I was just kidding. I wouldn't actually delete the photo from your phone.
But what you said reminded me of something. Maybe it's time to get back into the habit of printing photos. I used to do it back in the day.
But unlike digital ones, those photos would fade over time, right? He carefully places the pictures into a newly purchased album. He flips through the pages, his smile directed at me.
Me in your eyes, you in my eyes, and us together. I'm really looking forward to seeing them age with each passing day.